I'm Fred Siriex, and I'm French.
Hi!
Bonjour!
I used to work front of house in a hospitality industry.
Cheers.
Cheers.
But now I'm front of camera, bringing people together.
I'm going to race you.
I love living life to the full and embracing new cultures, food and people.
It's very good.
One of my greatest passions is cycling.
Woo!
So I'm bringing my bike across the Irish Sea to a land I know little about.
Ireland, here I come! Here I come!
I'm setting out on a series of cycle challenges along the coast of Northern Ireland, starting in the Moor Mountains and on to Donegal. Some tough,
But I tell you what, it's steep.
some more gentle, but all spectacular.
This is so beautiful.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's not just about cycling.
This is very eventful here.
There's going to be other sorts of challenges along the way.
Yes. Hey!
You've all heard of the Tour de France.
This is insane, insane.
This is Tour de Fred. This time,
Woo!
I'm being blown away,
I'm going against the wind.
literally,
This is the toughest cycle challenge yet.
by my cycle around the north coast and glens of Northern Ireland.
Whoa! What a place!
I take afternoon tea in a 17th century castle.
Okay, Fred. George has very kindly made us a cup of tea. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Where there are views of a country across the sea.
And what can you see there, behind those trees?
Just through the trees is the Mullican Tower.
So close.
Yeah, it's not too far. Yeah.
In sheep country, I meet an enterprising creative,
How are you?
along with a band of knitters.
Why are there just ladies here, no men? Are you allergic? Is there a rule here? Is it a special club where you're talking about the men in your lives and this is the perfect opportunity to do that?
And I take part in training with the Entrim Hurling champions.
Go on, go for go.
Allez, vite! Cycling along the north coast of Northern Ireland, otherwise known as the Causeway Coast, is an exhilarating experience.
I could have a house just there, facing the sea.
Absorbing stunning views of the Irish Sea facing Scotland and round to the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, wow.
My career in top hospitality means I know the importance of provenance when it comes to food. And for my first stop on the northern coast, I'm heading to Brogammon Farm in Ballycastle, where they're finding new ways of farming sustainably.
I love it here. Right in the middle of nature.
This farm is building quite a reputation for their veal and goat meat, and I'm meeting the farmers behind this ethical enterprise.
Hey,
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Not too bad.
Good.
How are you getting on?
Yeah, very good.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Fred.
I'm Becky.
Hey, nice to meet you
Welcome to the
guys.
farm.
Thank you.
So we're not going to waste any time. The goats need fed. Do you want to come give us a hand?
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
Good man.
Brilliant.
Becky and Charlie believe in a sustainable food chain. And so when they realized that the majority of male kid goats born to the dairy industry were being put down at birth, they decided to take those males and rear them for their kid goat meat.
Okay, so these are our beautiful billy goats. If you want to feed them, this is
Sure.
some haylage
Okay.
from our fields.
How did you guys get started with the farm?
Charlie's parents had bought this farm to retire on, basically, and to live the good life. And Charlie had just finished university and was looking for a job, and ended up thinking, right, I'm going to farm here instead. And we actually started with a caravan, and we had the billy goats in a caravan, and we're just rearing them by hand.
So why did you start with the goats?
So basically, the reason we went with the goats was because they were all the males that were born onto dairy farms.
Right.
And they were all basically euthanized at birth.
And they're the byproduct of eating a goat's cheese.
Right.
So that's what we wanted to change and say, look, you can't put these boys down when they're such delicious
Oh,
products.
of course, this is such a waste.
It was deemed that there was no market for the meat.
Really?
And whilst there was big demand for goat's milk, there was nowhere for the males to go.
I make a very good curry goat.
Oh,
I love curry goat, you know, this beautiful meat. You know, I can't believe that people were not eating goat. I mean, this is delicious.
To produce good meat, these goats need plenty of protein too.
All right, we only have one chance at this.
We're going to judge you.
Look at that, they love it.
That's not bad.
Perfect.
That's all those years in the hospitality industry really paying off.
They love that stuff.
Yeah.
What's in this?
It's just grain,
Yeah, it's a blend of grains.
like molasses kind of stuff.
Delicious stuff.
Just next door to the goats are the veal cattle.
These are the veal calves. As you can see, they're big. They're not small like everyone always thinks they are. And they're all the males off dairy farms.
And the smaller of the Holstein veal cows live happily in the same shed as the goats.
These goats are loving it. They're having a great breakfast.
Yeah.
In France, we're really big with veal, but you guys are doing a very sustainable way of farming, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, we were looking to get into it in a way whereby it didn't cost us a huge amount. And I suppose for us, that naturally meant that we were looking at all the waste and all the inefficiencies in farming.
We have our own on-site butchery as well. And yeah, it's incredibly exciting.
One-stop shop.
Yeah.
Literally a one-stop farm,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
Charlie and Becky want to show me more of the farm, but before they do, there is one boyhood dream I am keen to fulfill. Watch this.
Right, Fred, we'll teach you how to drive a tractor now.
I know how to do it, mate. Look.
Are you sure?
And there's more innovation in the garden, where the couple use regenerative farming methods. So you guys are regenerative farmers. What does this mean, actually?
It's basically working with the land.
So how does it work in practice?
Well, for example, all these vegetables here that we're picking, we wouldn't have these growing so healthily if it wasn't for the pigs that were in this particular field beforehand.
Right.
And what they did is they basically fertilise the land naturally for us, and it creates healthy soil. So then our vegetables come up, they're using that natural nutrients from the pigs, and then also we will then eventually eat the pigs. So everything is used, everything is sort of like this beautiful
More
circular
holistic,
system.
circular.
Total symbiosis then.
Absolutely,
the aim.
yeah.
So the bit there where you've got pigs next year, presumably, then this is going to be the garden for you, where you're going to be growing the kale.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And you can see, like, the pigs have removed all of the grass, so that is
There's
like
nothing left.
So we don't have to come in with pesticides or herbicides because they've removed the grass for us.
Wow. Well, I have to say, your kale looks fantastic. It looks so healthy. I'm not a big fan of kale.
Well, I'm
I
about to
must tell
say,
you.
maybe
Well,
we
you'll
can
love
make
our kale.
we'll make a combat of you.
They have really impressive cabbage here. Oh, look at that. You know what I love? It's stuffed cabbage.
Stuffed
Yeah.
cabbage,
Yeah.
that sounds delicious.
You make a beautiful stuffing with some nice meat, some spices, a few vegetables, and then you steam it, and it's just delicious.
Right, let's go.
But Becky can't let me leave the garden without showing me her pride and joy.
Right, I need to show you my amazing cauliflowers. Do that.
Oh my God! Look at that cauliflower, come here! Look at the size of this baby! Wow! I mean, this is calling for a cauliflower cheese.
Oh, I know, they're
Wow.
so beautiful. They're massive.
Just to think that there were pigs here last year, right?
Yes.
Pigs here, yeah.
And they pooed everywhere.
Yeah,
And here is the result.
I know.
and that's the result.
And
Who
this-
is good for you?
Exactly, and this is where like the animals and the vegetables are working in harmony.
I mean, it's just so obvious. It seems like such the natural thing to do. I can't believe that more people don't do that.
Both Charlie and I always wanted to farm sustainably and environmentally.
But I mean, nowadays people want to know where their food comes from, and they want to make sure that they put healthy food inside their bodies. When you see a cauliflower like that, you know that it's going to be good for you. There's no question about it.
Exactly that.
I'm going to put this on my bike. I'm going to take it with me. What an inspiring visit here with Becky and Charlie. I mean, it's all about living off the land very naturally, you know, from the field to their shop. I love it, and I'm going away with a cabbage. It's a win. All right, off to another adventure.
My cycle adventure on the north coast of Northern Ireland continues as I experience the glens of Antrim.
What a wild place. There is nobody but me here. How extraordinary.
Woo! I'm pedaling to the small coastal village of Cushendal.
Bonjour! How are you?
And to get there, I'm lucky to be cycling through some dramatic countryside, including the Glendon Viaduct, known locally as the Big Bridge, which was built in the 1830s.
Whoa! What a place! This is so beautiful!
Oh! Smell the sea. Oh.
To the sea!
I've heard of Erling, which originated in Ireland 3,000 years ago and is very popular here on the north coast.
Get
I've been invited to join in and try my hand at Erling.
Fred, you fancy taking these boys on the game now?
Sorry?
You ready to take these boys on?
Oh yeah, I'm a French international.
But first, I need to find out a bit more about it.
Neil, thank you very much for inviting me to play hurling, but I have to confess, I know nothing about the sport. I have no idea about its origin, how you play, the rules, nothing.
You're in the right place. Cushendal here, we're nestled in the heart of the glens of Antrim. This area is synonymous with hurling. It's a warrior sport. It came from the local clans and tribes training for war, and it has manifested into one of the most poetic and beautiful games that you'll see anywhere in the world, played in very small parishes all around Ireland.
Watching your guys playing now, it looks like a mix of different sports. Am I correct?
Yes, there would be a lot of likenesses to lacrosse, cricket. There's a little bit of rugby in there too, because it's very physical.
Are there any rules?
There are.
What, two?
So as long as you don't really strike an opponent deliberately with the hurl, we try to let the game flowing really well.
So it's not like football. If somebody falls and go, you know, you don't stop for 5 minutes, look at VAR and stuff like that. There's none of that in hurling.
Okay, so, well, that's the overview. It's now time to get into the nitty-gritty of what these rules physically mean.
So while you are trying to catch the ball, if I come and trying to tackle you, I can't do that?
No, that's okay.
That's okay, that's allowed. So it's like a rugby tackle, right?
Body on body, you can't wrap.
Right.
We want full contact, chest to chest, shoulder to shoulder.
All right. What about kicking?
No kicking.
No, it's just
no kicking or tripping.
So let's say, for example, now I'm trying to get this ball. Let me just get the, what do you call your?
A hurl.
So how am I going to protect myself? I would go like this?
Yes, exactly. Just get your body between me and the ball.
Right.
We don't protect ourselves, we protect the ball. Exactly.
Oh, and I'm not under pressure. And if I'm running with the ball, for example, what can you do? Can you just go like this with my legs?
No, I have to try and knock it off your hurl. So if you're soloing the ball, yes, like that, and you can.
So I could do that.
You can come in and just flick it off.
But I can run like this with this as long as I want.
As long as you want, but you won't.
I won't run too far.
You won't get too far.
So when you go and play a match, you know, you go to the next village and you go and play a match, is it like you're going to battle?
Exactly.
It's Saturday afternoon and you're going for a battle?
Exactly that.
It sounds like such a physical sport. Are there any injuries? I mean, do people lose their teeth?
Yes, I have a few fake teeth in there myself. Like the ball itself can move at up to 100 miles an hour.
I'm not playing goalkeeper, huh? Oh, look at that.
He's got it, he's got it.
I'm not sure. Let's go and see what I can do here.
They may come from a small coastal village in the glens of Antrim, but this club are the county senior hurling champions, meaning they've got some serious players in their team.
So these three guys are going to defend, and us four are going to play forwards.
Okay. Look at him, he's smirking. Yeah. He's thinking, I'm going to tackle the French international.
He's very rough. He's the roughest of all our players.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a smiling assassin.
Don't let the baby face fool you.
No, I've spotted him straight away.
Keep an eye on him. So he'll just head it out.
And then we'll try and get it.
Yeah.
Do you know what they want to do? They want to throw the ball in the air, and then we're going to try and catch the ball, and three of them are going to defend, and we're going to attack. I fancy keeping my teeth on. Thank you very much. All right, is he going to mark me now?
Fergus, let him have it. You know.
I can't, can I do that?
No.
Ah.
Yes, there it is.
I'm a team player.
Go on, go for goal.
It's really tricky trying to learn all these new skills. Balancing the hurl, catching the ball and trying to score, all while being chased.
That's me done. Oh.
How did you find your first hurling experience, Fred?
It's tough, it's so physical. You know, I'm out of breath. And you know, I was very aware of this. And your goalkeeper, man, he's fearless.
He is. He's one of the best in the country. This isn't ice hockey. There's no padding. He's just there with his hurl.
And his body.
And his body, and putting his body on the line for the team.
Wow.
Before I go, I want to test this star goalkeeper with a couple of penalties. Let's see what he's got.
Yes!
Show off! At least he ran. This is tiring.
Yes, good strike. Hey! Red, you're a natural.
With dreams of being a champion, as the sun goes down, I'm back on the bike. Tomorrow, I'm heading to the village of Glenarm. It's a new day for my bike and I, cycling the north coast and glens of Northern Ireland.
Oh, wow.
The road hugs the rugged coastline here for miles, and there are sharp climbs and descents.
Look at this place. It's like it was built for grand design. This place is incredible.
I'm cycling into the small village of Glenarm, situated in one of the 9 glens of Antrim.
Bonjour. How are you?
And sitting just off this coast road is Glenarm Castle, the home of the Earls of Antrim since the 17th century.
Look at this place.
My guide to Glenarm is the estate manager, Adrian.
Adrian,
Hello, Fred.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you very much.
Welcome to Glenarm.
Thank you for
Did
having
you
me.
cycle the whole way up?
Yeah, I did.
Well, come on ahead. We'll get
Adrian has worked on this historic estate since he was a boy.
It's a real pleasure to be here.
That's good.
I mean, it must be really special for you to work and live here and to look after such a place with such an history.
Yeah, well, I'm very fortunate. I came here when I was 4 years old. So I know nothing outside these 4 walls. There's a whole world out there I know nothing about.
It's a mess
Oh, my-
outside these walls. It's a mess. So
Spend
stay
all my
here.
life around here.
Yes, it's much nicer.
Before we look around the 1,200-acre estate, I've parked up my bike for a look through the keyhole of this 17th century castle.
So Fred, the McDonald's have been in Ireland for over 600 years, so there's a load of history in the house, and it's been through all sorts of calamities, and they've had 3 fires here and the house was all burnt down, but today it's a family home.
Voila.
And I hear it isn't the first time they've had a French visitor.
That was a very impressive gate.
Funny you should mention that, Fred, because the gate that you come through today was built by this lady here, Anne Castern. But the last French guest that probably came through that didn't get on too well at Glenarm when he came to visit.
Okay.
He was a very famous Frenchman called René de Montalembert. Have you ever heard of him?
Never heard of him before.
All right. He was a famous writer who went on to become a politician. But he visited Glenarm in 1830 when he was 21.
Right.
He kept diaries, and his diaries read that he never saw as nice of picturesque of a place like Glenarm.
Right.
But it was a shame about his host.
Really?
Yes, he didn't get on too well with her, and she decided to sing to him. And his diaries said it was absolutely horrendous. This 65-year-old woman was pulling the hair out of his head and couldn't get out of Glenarm quick enough. So I hope that doesn't happen today.
But he was having none of it.
No, he wasn't having any of it, no. He ran out as quick as he came in, or maybe quicker. But he would have been on a horse, you're on a bicycle, okay.
Sorry for my fellow countryman. Maybe it was the singing.
It was probably the singing. I think that's the one that done it for him. Yeah.
Glenarm Castle is bursting with family heirlooms and historic pieces, some of which come with a remarkable story.
What's this, Adrian?
This chest is actually from the Spanish Armada fleet.
Right.
A ship called the Girona, and they came up round the west coast of Ireland, and a big hurley of a storm blew up and wrecked the Girona onto the rocks at Documentry Castle, where the family used to live.
Okay.
Men went down and they salvaged this box.
Look at this. This is solid. Everything is made of metal.
It's an amazing piece.
Big key.
It's a big key, yeah.
Wow, what a lock.
Oh,
Do you need any help?
It's a heavy box. But what's amazing about it is this 5-lever locking mechanism. This would have been made by Spanish gunsmith, just a hammer and a fire.
Wow. So what was in there? Would have been a treasure, would have been gold?
There probably was gold in it, you know, because I had a big lock in it to look after. It's not valuable stuff at the end of the day. It's a dressing up box today.
Oh, there was something
But
exciting in it. So what's exciting? Oh, stop scaring me, Adrian.
I really can't believe this chest dates back all the way to the Spanish Armada. It's even older than Glenarm Castle itself. More of Adrian's stories await in the dining room, as well as a cup of tea.
Okay, Fred. George has very kindly made us a cup of tea. Have a seat.
Thank you. What a nice room. I love the frieze.
Yeah, the friezes was done by the current Earl's grandmother. She was an artist and a sculptor. Now, she did use her son at the time to pose for the friezes. So. But the gentleman behind me here, in the corner here, this was the 6th Earl, and the original size of this estate was 350,000 acres. But there was an Irish Land Act passed that an Irish landlord could not own any more than 2,000 acres. And they had 4 years to hand the land back to tenant farmers. So the 6th Earl liked an old flutter in the cards. So he decided that if the farmers wanted to have their land earlier, they could come to Glenarm and play him a game of poker.
Did he do that?
He did.
And was he good at poker, or was he bad?
No, he hadn't been that great now, because I think he gambled away about 100,000 acres before he won a game.
Anyway, it was going to be gone because of the law, right?
Yeah, it was going anyway.
So he might as well have a bit of fun before that.
Yeah. The family's got a long, colourful history in Ireland.
Whilst my garden is much more modest in size, as a keen gardener, I'm looking forward to exploring Glenarm's walled garden.
Oh, this is so pretty. I love it here. This is really lovely, this.
Yeah, and the leaves are a nice colour at this time of the year.
Oh, this is koi carps here.
Aye, some fish out there.
Oh, I almost fell. I mean, you're so lucky to work and live here, Adrian.
It was just a playground for me when I was a wee child.
And you never stopped playing ever since.
The highest point in these grounds is the mound situated in the walled garden.
I mean, look at this there. I mean, it looks like a postcard, doesn't it?
It's a very pretty picture.
Just incredible, isn't it?
And there is a surprising store at the top of the hill.
What's the story behind this walled garden, Adrian?
This garden was 18th century, but there was a garden 100 years before that, closer to the sea, and the salt air was killing all the plants. So they built this new garden with a wall all the way around of it.
And what can you see there, behind those trees?
Just through the trees is the Mollucan Tower. It's only about 14 or 15 miles across there. So.
Okay, you see Scotland over there.
Yeah.
So close.
Yeah, it's not too far, yeah. All our shopping was done in Scotland, so we would have traded with Scotland. It was easier to go by boat than walk out.
Scotland may be almost in touching distance, but it's time for me to leave Glenarm Castle.
Listen, I've really enjoyed my visit here. Thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure
You're
having
very
me.
kind. Thank you very much.
Nice to see you.
Thank you, Adrian.
And get back on my bike to prepare for my next cycling challenge.
My cycle challenge today in the Glens of Antrim is going to be very special, but also very tough. I'm going to cycle from Glenarm village, which is one of the oldest villages in Ireland, to somewhere even older. It's called Cranny Falls. It's going to be a beautiful reward for my cycle. Wish me luck. Bye, Glenarm! And off to the Cranny Falls!
My cycling journey around the north coast and glens of Northern Ireland is continuing with me having just left the small village of Glenarm.
Cycling around Ireland is really making me feel like a French delicate little flower. The country is so rough and rugged, but I love it.
I'm on my way to Cranny Falls, which I've been told is a real jewel in this part of the world, a natural wonder.
Wow.
With Scotland on the horizon, just across the sea on my right, I'm pedaling into the wind and back up this beautiful causeway coastal route.
Oh. Whoa, my legs are burning. The wind is going against me. This is the toughest cycle challenge yet. I've had all weather on this trip. I've had rain, wet and wetter. I've had snow, I've had wind, I've had sunshine. I've had it all. What a lucky man I am.
I'm leaving the coastal route at the small village of Carnlough and heading inland to the Antrim Hills.
Wow, look at this village. Oh, this is beautiful.
It's a sharp uphill climb from the village to the hills.
This is a high street. It's tiny. Okay, I've got my butt up the saddle now. As my mum would say, go on, Fred. Vas-y en danseuse, like a dancer. Woo! Ah.
As I cycle even higher,
Oh, wow.
it goes without saying, the views just get better.
Oh, my God. This is tough. This is no joke. Cranny Falls! Ah, I've made it to Cranny Falls. That was a tough cycle.
And once I've reached the narrowest stretch on the path, it's time to park up my bike and walk the rest of the way to Cranny Falls. I can already hear Cranny Falls before I see it. Listen.
Wow.
Can you hear it? And when I do, it was definitely worth the ride.
Woo! Ah.
And to add to the waterfall, some North Coast sleet. Perfect.
What did I just say? All weathers in one day. Love it.
But it doesn't spoil my enjoyment of this wonder of nature.
Cranny Falls, you're beautiful! My cycle challenge is complete. I'm at Cranny Falls. I mean, if it wasn't for the slit, you could believe that you are in a tropical rainforest. Look at that. This is just so incredibly beautiful.
Leaving Cranny Falls, my cycle along the north coast of Northern Ireland continues.
Apart from my heart rate, everything is pretty calm. Woo!
And now I'm heading to the seaside town of Portrush, and situated on the coast on the outskirts of the town is the Royal Portrush Golf Club. Northern Ireland boasts a rich golfing history, and I'm looking forward to trying the sport for the very first time. The courses here are overlooked by the rugged landscape of the North Coast, which includes the ruins of the 13th century Dunluce Castle. Today's weather conditions may not be the best for a novice like me, but I'm in great hands with the club's head professional, Gary McNeil.
How you doing, Gary?
Hello.
You all right?
How are you doing?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Very nice to see you, Fred.
Nice to see you.
You're very welcome. This is Royal Portrush Golf Club. Played golf before?
Never, you know, I'm a French working class boy, and where I come from, you know, we play pétanque. You know,
Okay.
so I'm really excited to play and
Yeah.
to give it a go.
Well, let's have a go.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Yeah.
Gary has represented Ireland in golf, and he has competed in the Open Championship himself. So there is no better person to give me a lesson.
Can you show me how you do it?
Yeah, of course.
I just want to
yeah.
see if maybe if I watch you, maybe I'm going to be able to grasp your technique, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
The weather doesn't seem to be cramping Gary's style.
Yeah, it's just, let me have a go. When you watch TV, you know, the golfers, they make it look so easy, don't they?
Oh zut alors! This is such a frustrating game, but fortunately Gary is a very kind and patient coach.
He's just a little bit there. That's good. That's it. Good for you. Keep watching the ball.
Third time lucky? Maybe.
Sorry about that.
Right. Step nice and relaxed.
Yep.
Step back a little bit further away. Right. That's good. And I try and make it all back and through in one go.
Okay.
Continue to watch the ball, yeah?
Woo! This is like hurling. Well, definitely not going to play with Rory McIlroy next time I come. I'm going.
Okay, this sport is definitely harder than it looks, even with a brilliant coach like Gary.
Why don't we do some putting? I mean, basically this is all about just rolling the ball towards the hole.
Yeah.
So now Gary is taking me to the putting green. Better luck this time, maybe.
You get your left hand at the top, the right hand just in below.
All right.
That's it. Just bend your knees a little bit, maybe stand a little further back.
Okay.
That's it. And this is all about just swinging the putter back, short distance, and then through,
Okay.
and striking the ball towards the hole.
It's like all sports, it's the basics, right? It's your stance, it's the movement,
That's
the
it.
concentration.
That's great. Let's give another go. It's important to learn that first, and then just again, shoulders and arms. Back and forth.
Another miss.
Yeah.
So when did the club open?
Club right back in 1888. A group of guys from Scotland actually saw the land first of all, and they started the golf course. This course is ranked in the top 15 courses in the world.
Really?
Yeah. And lots of great golfers, lots of great golfers associated with the club.
What do you think that make of my technique?
Your technique is improving all the time.
Oh, almost.
It's such a strong golf course, such a very strong challenge.
They are a very good challenge because I haven't managed to put one ball in the hole yet. Yes.
Yes.
It's in. It's in. Look. My first ever, what do you call this?
Putt.
Putt. My first ever putt.
Well done.
Thank you very much. I've been wanting to play golf for a long time, so today was a great opportunity to just do that. But I've just realized I need some lessons, some serious lessons. So as soon as I go back to London, I'm on it. All right, next destination.
This is tough. Really, really tough. It's this wind. I'm going against the wind. It'll be worth it in the end.
Since the peace agreement was signed in 1998, Northern Ireland has spent the last 27 years developing its hospitality and hotel industry. Documentry Lodge is another step in that development as the first 5-star property on the North Coast. It's not quite complete, but I'm here to get a sneak peek of the hotel.
Windy today, isn't it?
With General Manager Stephen Meldrum.
First of all, can we swap your cycle helmet with a hard hat, please?
No problem.
Safety first.
Yes, of course. What an incredible location for a hotel.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
How do you actually begin to open a 5-star boutique hotel in Northern Ireland?
Yeah, an awful lot of work has gone behind the scenes. It's been in the planning for a number of years, say about 4 or 5 years. So in total we'll have 65 full-time team members here on the property. And from the training, we've been setting up external training. So we have about 40 days worth of training before we will invite our first guests here to the hotel.
This area is expecting visitors from all over the world for the 2025 Open Championship.
Where are your customers going to come from?
Well, international, obviously situated on the 4th fairway of Royal Portrush Golf Club. Obviously, we're going to get a lot of American golfers.
Right.
But outside of that, international guests from around the world. But locally as well, there's been a huge amount of interest from the island of Ireland as well on this property.
Oh, well, can we go in?
100%, yeah, please.
My decades of experience in the hospitality industry means I am extra curious about the scale and ambition of this project.
So, Fred, this is the bar area,
right,
and obviously out to the terrace, and then that view. Just look at that view, it's incredible.
Wow.
And I really admire Stephen's enthusiasm for what it offers.
And then this is obviously the restaurants.
The best thing for me is the fire. That's going to bring so much warmth.
Well, that's a sense of home, isn't it? A sense of belonging.
Now,
yes.
who's going to be in charge to stoke the fire?
It'll probably end up being me, Fred.
Is it?
Well.
Yeah, but that's because you like to put wood in the fire.
Yeah, I'll just be sitting beside
like
the fire having
yeah.
a little bushmills. That's what I'll be doing. It's okay. It'll be
You're
good.
used to it.
Yes.
But you are
I'm excited.
You are relishing this challenge, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm really passionate about it. I'm passionate about the area.
Wow. Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you very much.
What an adventure. What an adventure. I know the excitement of opening a new place like this. There is nothing quite like it.
No, I know.
You know, it's like being a rock star on stage. I mean, I've never been a rock star, but I've opened properties like this, and I know the feeling is just incredible. Good luck.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you very much for visiting.
See you soon.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Good luck. Take
Ciao.
care.
Onward and upward to my next stop. I'm nearing the end of my cycling adventure along the Northern Ireland coast. Almost 40% of farmers in Northern Ireland have sheep, and on the North Coast especially so.
around.
I'm off to meet an enterprising and successful young designer who works with local wool. Hope Macaulay's designs are inspired by the landscape. It's getting dark as I arrive to meet Hope and a talented group of knitters.
Bonsoir, ladies. How are you? I'm right in the lion's den, aren't I?
Yes, you are. Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Wow, this is incredible what you're doing. Oh, I really like that. Can I?
Yeah, of course, try it on. That
Is
one.
it unisex or more?
Well, yeah, a lot of guys
really?
wear the pieces, so
How do I look? What do you
looks
think?
amazing. Yes, turn around. See the back. You've got the moves, Fred. You've got
Yeah,
the
I like
moves.
it.
Yeah, it's all knitted by hand. So
How did you get into this?
I graduated university in 2018.
Right.
And I just fell in love with chunky knits, and I did that in my graduate collection.
Right.
And then basically I came home and I decided I wanted to start a business in Northern Ireland, in my home of Northern Ireland, just because I love it here.
I mean, but since then your business has taken off. I mean, it's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, we're stocked all over the world now, in Europe and Japan and America and everything.
Hope's designs are made by a network of knitters across Northern Ireland. There is a lot of skill and patience required to make these woolly garments, and I want to try my hand at this traditional craft.
What, is this one now here?
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, this is... You have to be very patient, but you also have to be very focused, right? Because if you're not, if you miss...
Yeah.
And if you don't do it correctly, then, you know, the...
Yeah, you'd miss a stitch.
It's not... Yeah, that's right.
You're doing really
great.
well, Fred.
No, because I could feel some eyes behind me there, and I thought, I'm not doing it well. That's why I'm asking, okay. So how many people work with you now?
We've got 20 knitters in Northern Ireland, and then we also have a team of 5 that work here in the studio. So there's 25 of us now. Everyone works from home, but we always come together and, you know, have a little catch up and update with
Talk
each
about
other.
all the goss and everything. So what's
Yeah.
the goss? What's happening? You've got stuff. No?
No, very boring.
No?
With the knitters spread across Northern Ireland, there are a lot of logistics involved.
My mum, Leslie, she drives the van all around Northern Ireland. She says she drives 400 miles every week.
I mean, you must be so proud of her because, you know, she's a local girl and there she is on the cover of Vogue, of Bazaar magazine, you know. And when she was a little girl, how was she? I mean, was she into fashion? Did she have that creative imagination? Was it just pouring out of her like...
I remember taking her to children's shops. She was about 6. The shop owner would have maybe brought clothes out and I would have said, no, just let Hope do it. Hope would have gone up and gone to the rail and just picked out clothes and then put them on. And she would have started from that age.
Really?
She would have styled herself. But also, she's got a business head on her as well, which I am really proud of too.
Wow.
So she has both that business head and creative head, which is really good.
I mean, when I was a little boy, you know, my mom got me knitting, you know, like you're doing over there, yeah. You know, obviously I was doing a little scarf or something for my big gym or something like that, but I've never graduated to something like this. So everything is made by hand, there is only one of each, and that's it.
Yeah, every single piece is so unique and
so
special.
if I wanted this one, for example, this is already sold,
No,
somebody's got it already, it's gonna go to...
You can still get this one, but every piece is sort of, because it's handmade, every piece is ever so slightly different, so yeah.
But what I find incredible is that you are here in Northern Ireland and you've got all these people who are working with you here, and so you've got the manpower who knows how to do it. So you're not in London or in Paris,
exactly.
You are, you know, on the North Coast.
I know.
Is it what inspires you?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm so passionate about, is that, you know, all my designs are handmade here in Northern Ireland, and I've got such a talented team here, and it's sort of bringing back the traditional craft.
But I can see the twinkle in your eye. You know, you really love what you do. This is not work for you. It's a passion. It's something that you just love doing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Meeting Hope and her knitters was really inspiring. But as darkness falls, it's sadly time to say bonne nuit to this wonderful part of the world.
The North Coast is so rough and rugged, and it made the people so tough, so resilient, and so down to earth.
Go on, go for goal.
Hurling. I mean, what can I say? This is what the Irish play. When I think about hurling, it brings a smile to my face because I think about what the French like to play. We play pétanque. You can't compare. Woo! The cycle challenge from Glenarm to Cranny Falls was fantastic. I mean, when I arrived at the falls, it was like I was in a tropical rainforest. Who knew? I think I made history today when I was knitting with Hope and Anitas. I was the only man that ever knitted in that room. You know, here, there is no pretense whatsoever. It is what it is, and I love it just like that. What a place.